Recently held the richest man in the world by Forbes magazine, Elon Musk, an entrepreneur with an IQ able to imagine a life on Mars, is definitely one of the most important people alive. Being the current CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, founder of the Boring Company, and co-founder of Neuralink, his daily routine is understandably packed with full work hours and time for himself, his family, loved ones, and Twitter memeing in between. Together, let's follow the multi-billionaire's daily routine to see just how he manages one of the most challenging and busiest schedules ever. Like most of us, Musk starts his day at 7 a.m. Despite the tight schedule, he always gets almost exactly 5 to 6 hours of sleep. In an Ask Me Anything thread on Reddit by Musk himself, he stated that sleep is really great. I find if I don't get enough sleep, I'm quite grumpy. He found that his usual 6 hours of sleep was best for his schedule, and it gave him enough rest to fuel him for the next day's challenges. One of his rules after waking up is to not use his cell phone though. He often skips breakfast, and when he doesn't, he eats classic egg omelets. Coffee is a must for Mr. Musk. Even when he skips his breakfast, he always makes sure to get a sip from a cup or two. In a statement though, he told Inc. Reports about his addiction to caffeine, finishing 8 cans of Diet Coke and massive amounts of coffee in a day. Thankfully, Musk has recovered from this and is now operating his office as a caffeine-free soda environment. After a quick breakfast run, he enjoys a shower, which he said is to be one of his daily habits that really sticks no matter the time or effort that it takes. For him, showers are a source of relaxation and positivity, which gets him most ready for his day above anything else he does in his daily routine. Musk stated in an interview with Joe Rogan that he would not exercise at all if he could. He spends a few of his extra time working on his muscles by lifting weights and running on a treadmill, all while watching television shows. Apart from that, he trains for various martial arts, hobbies he picked up from when he was a child. He said that he has trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, Karate, and Judo. He enrolled his sons to a Jiu-Jitsu class when they turned 6 as well to develop his children's hobbies that he has known all his life. When it comes to his work schedule, he usually spends 90% of it working between his front companies, Tesla and SpaceX, where he is known to usually spend around 80 to 100 hours a week, with 42 hours a week being spent working for Tesla and 40 hours a week dedicated for SpaceX, during which he works as an engineer and designer for the two companies. From leading and contributing to the designs for space architecture on the Mars colonization mission, improving the state of the reusable launch vehicle Falcon 9, and the Dragon spacecraft, which first launched in December of 2020, among others. However, in his work hours with Tesla, his schedule shifts from being an engineer to a car designer, working on the Tesla feature car Model 3, and in the office working and settling meetings that tackle the aesthetics and looks of the vehicles and sometimes even the office and the car factory itself. The rest of his work hours are divided into tending to his tasks for other companies where he works as an executive, investor, and even a co-founder. Elon Musk segregates and multitasks his work through a technique he calls batching, where he goes and works on different things all at once to help lighten and decrease the workload for the next day, or realistically, the next hour. He does this even when in meetings as he works on other tasks on his cell phone. He also often declines when a person calls him, for he is more fond of using emails and text messages to converse, especially in his busiest days. Furthermore, he prefers to use a more conspicuous email address to avoid the public from finding it and spamming his mail with unnecessary messages, a situation that a busy man like him would want to avoid. Musk is also a man of leadership. As an honorable leader to his employees and factorymen, he often conducts his meetings that require efficiency for it to fully be worth both his and his workers' time and effort. The real-life Tony Stark has to handle probably the most demanding jobs on the planet. Owning two of the most successful and influential companies, managing daily challenges as a CEO, dealing with paparazzi and internet callouts, and juggling tasks and responsibilities every 5 minutes without much hours left dedicated to a well-deserved rest time. Due to this, Elon Musk has days where he finds himself drowned out by the excessive workload, constant meetings, and the need to engage with self and family time. Detailed in a New York Times article, he described weeks where work stretched up to 120 hours, where he said that he didn't have the time to go outside and where he didn't set foot outside of the factory for continuous days. Thankfully, the work hours have been easier to handle since then because the heavy schedule took a toll on Musk's personal life, especially with him handling the responsibilities of being a father to his children. Musk believes that he is a good father to his children. He spends time with them for 3 to 4 days a week and often brings them out of town travels and annual camping trips. However, in a statement from 2013, he still finds himself working on various work-related projects through emails while hanging around and spending time with his children because he says if he doesn't, then he would not be able to find enough time afterwards for the job to be done. As for his youngest son, he knows that he couldn't do much for the child rather than support him financially as of now because as a child, a baby needs his mother more than him. He is assured knowing that he'll have a bigger role once he grows older. When asked about his leisure hours, he often spends time traveling around the world for business trips or just plain sightseeing with his kids or enjoying as much of his free time inside his mansion in Bel Air, Los Angeles. After his relaxing night off with his partner, he goes to sleep at 1 a.m. and starts the process all over again for the next day. So how exactly could you relate to all of this? Well, according to Quartz, Musk spends twice the amount of time working a day as the average American, while also spending much less sleep and leisure hours that only comprises about 20 to 40% of his daily time frame. Crazy to think how we all have the same 24 hours as Mr. Elon Musk. Knowing his schedule now, could you survive having the same work shifts as his? Let us know in the comments below.